It's maddening. There's junior hires everywhere.
And yes, Katie, we are fine. But now everybody knows where we're going.
Let's just say I heard the truth.
Episode 12 of a super worthless podcast, delayed a day and then delayed 2 more minutes because we just can't get this right. Poor Nathan over here is having the time of his life with this internet. Please explain what just happened.
My internet or my computer decided to just freeze. So,
and your internet sucked yesterday.
Yeah, give me an F in the comment section if you're listening this far.
F
if you made
in the
it
comments.
within this first 13 seconds, please just press F in the chat.
I hope. I'm going to share it. That's title of the podcast, F for Nathan.
Yeah, press F.
You said this is the first time your computer froze?
Yep, ever in the 3 years I've had it.
Okay, well, that's also the sign that it's old, but I've had mine for 3 years, and it's minorly melting on me. So that just explains how the last 2 days, actually the last week has gone, because I sent you the video on Snapchat, I think on last Saturday, right? When I was at the football game. It was my first time directing a high school football game for NK Telco, for anybody that doesn't know. And I was sent there with minimal directing experience. Okay, I've never done it before. I didn't know half of the buttons I was actually supposed to press. So, complete noob going in here, but I'm an expert at running camera and replays and all the other junk, except for setting this stuff up. And I never had the announcers' mics for some reason in the truck. Couldn't get the graphics to work. Had no connection to the scoreboard. Had to set up the cameras all by myself because my assistant didn't know what he was doing. And then halfway through the third quarter, as I forgot to fill up the generator at halftime, while there was still gas in it, the van just shut down because the generator just stopped. I was like, okay. So that one was also a complete failure because, you know what, technology is not on our side. We're just having a great week. Anyways, we're going to hop right into things here with our I don't have a button for this, but top 3. It's going to be really easy. Bryce Harper in baseball news is a free agent currently. Turned down a 10... What was it? How big was the contract?
10 years, 300 big ones.
10 years, $300 million. From the Nationals, from the team he's always been on. Turned down a ridiculous contract, so now he's just basically waiting around for everyone to send him an offer, and we're trying to figure out where he's going to go because the Indians need outfielders, and he's one. I, for one, am all for that Instagram post that had Adam Jones. That I want Superman with the greatest outfield catch of all time in the World Baseball Classic. That was juicy. But no, top 3 landing spots for Bryce Harper.
I'm going to give him what I said before we started.
Yes.
I'm going to say Cleveland, number 1. Number 2 is Euclid. Number 3 is O'Leary. So Cleveland, or Cleveland.
Yeah,
Take
Cleveland
your pick.
suburb. I said Cleveland, Akron Rubber Ducks, possibly Lake Erie, or no, yeah, maybe just Lake, the whole Lake County captains. He's just gonna camp out on a yacht in Lake Erie and forever curse the Indians.
There we go.
With his talent, and just he's sitting there laughing like, you guys blew a 3-1 lead. We're like, yeah, we know.
Oof.
Yeah. In all realness, he's probably going to go to like LA. Just, you know,
probably the Yankees because that's what they need.
Oh yeah. Well, the Yankees
Just
have
one more.
Gardner, Stanton,
Judge.
Yeah, and Judge. So, oh my gosh, that outfield would be ridiculous. All 3 of them will stand in right field, and a ball will go down the left field foul pole, and one of them will still run 300 feet to go get it and catch it. I just don't know who. Judge can take 3 steps and be there. Bryce Harper is about as fast as one half of Usain Bolt. And Giancarlo Stanton has a strong enough arm that he can just throw his glove 300 feet and it'll catch the ball for him. So, realism. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we are just completely not into it this week, and we're just tired as heck. This week is just not happening. I think the podcast gods just do not want this episode to happen. So that's why we're going to try and just get through this as much as we can. It's going to be a lot shorter. The reason why we say that is the next thing we wanted to talk about was Browns coaching vacancies, possible fits for the Browns. And one of the headlines that I know we both saw and we both like, Bruce Arians saying that he would only come out of retirement to coach for the Browns.
He's 66 years old. That's my problem.
Yeah, but there's some good coaches that are older. I mean, yeah, having a younger coach for Baker would be great because I don't think Bruce Arians is going to coach till he's 80.
Because Greg's already a second coach in his first season, so
yeah,
yikes.
Which, I mean, that'll help him learn some things in terms of reading defenses. I think that's the one thing I like about it. That's about the only thing because Greg's a fiery guy. He's like, hey, defensive aspect, but
Greg isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying that multiple head coaches for young players is not a good thing.
Yeah, you're swapping out it's like having 3 different teachers in 1 year, which I can basically relate to Baker in the fact that like in Spanish 2, my sophomore year of high school, I had a Spanish teacher that was a long time teacher there. She was forced to retire, I think, from just health a third of the way through the year. So we're like a couple weeks into the second quarter. She was forced to retire. We had a substitute teacher that was a classmate of mine's mother who was an English major. So we learned the grammatical side of Spanish for another quarter and a half. And then the last quarter and a half of the year, we had a student teacher from the University of Dayton come up and teach the same thing that we learned in that first third that the English teacher then retaught, but in a grammatical sense, like in English. And then she taught it her way. I was like, we learned the same 14 weeks of Spanish 3 times. And then we get to Spanish 3 the next year. We're like, no, we didn't get there yet because we learned that 3 times last year. So I was like, It made it interesting to say the least. But I definitely relate to Baker on that aspect of you don't want too many coaches because then it just kind of messes with your brain a little bit. But he can overcome it, I think. Now, Bruce Arians, being an offensive coach, that might help. You think?
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get Lincoln Riley, give me John DeFilippo.
John D would be a good coach. Now, if we could get multiple of these guys, who do you like as offensive coordinator next year? Do you like Kitchens staying or?
I do. I mean, pretty small sample size, but
yeah, based on last week. But I mean, the offense
looked
looked good
last week too.
Yeah, and I was at that game. The offense looked really good. I was like, holy crap, we're just demolishing the Lions, who didn't they beat the Patriots? So that's saying something. But then again, when are the Browns backups not better than every other backup in the league?
True.
Just saying.
So, fun fact, I'm watching the Panthers-Steelers game, and the Panthers got a kickoff return, and they fumbled it on, the 10.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 minutes into the game, the Steelers were on pace for 168 points. So, I was like, I don't like that. But at this point, we're breaking the space-time continuum. The end of the third quarter, they were up 45-14 over the Panthers. So we're taking the L on that, and Missy's laughing at us. Probably.
Oof.
So I was getting ready to say I'm gonna go ahead and close out that window, but we need that for our picks here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no Lincoln Riley. He's pretty much off the well, but how many coaches in the past have said, though, that I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to take that offer. And then the end of the year comes in the offseason, they're like, take like a ridiculously awesome contract. And they're like, like I fooled you guys. I'm going to take the offer anyway. It's possible. I just think he's almost too young. But how much younger is he than Sean McVay? Or is he younger than Sean McVay?
I have no idea.
I could Google it, but I don't want... Oh my gosh, Nick. Cancel. My Google Mini's like, you rang? Because I said the G word. So I have to reference G word whenever I podcast from now on. It's kind of annoying, but also kind of like, you know what? I have technology in my room. Deal with it. So, So my pick is Bruce Arians. Leave Kitchens at offensive coordinator. Kick Greg Williams back to defensive coordinator. Can we have like a special teams coordinator too? Like,
yeah.
Is that possible?
Amos Jones is not doing the job.
Nope.
But anyway.
Maybe Urban Meyer.
Yeah, right.
Urban Meyer is a fantastic special teams guy. I mean, he does that for Ohio State until he actually has to concentrate on the rest of the team that sucks. And then the special team sucks because he's not concentrating on them enough. Because he has to coach literally everybody else on the planet.
Yeah, there's a snowball's chance we ever get Urban Meyer.
Yeah. He's going to stay at Ohio State until they're like, bro, you've lost 3 games. You're on the hot seat now. It's like, he loses 2 games and people want Urban Meyer fired. I'm like,
yeah,
we're winning. Now this year,
for real. We want to chip with this guy. Like, why are we?
Yeah, like Nick Saban loses a game every year, and people don't have.
He loses a game like once every 10 years. What do you mean?
That's true. He loses the championship once every never. Once in a never. Maybe. Now, hypothetically, where would Nick Saban go if he had to go back to the NFL? Like, where would he be a good fit?
New England.
Oh my gosh, true. You know what? Tom Brady leaves. Belichick retires too. Nick Saban goes back to the Patriots, wins 5 in a row.
Your boy Brian Hoyer.
With Brian Hoyer, yeah. The Steelers scored again. They're on pace for
I'm
like
watching
80.
the game and it's way behind.
Oh, well, I just had the weekly pick'em page updated. They scored 6. I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's 51-14 at this point, which means they probably have a PAT pending. And it's good. All right. I don't know what happened. I just saw that they got 6 additional points. So, all right. Well, I think that's a perfect segue to go right into the... That's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Darn it. This is the one. Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, I know what happened.
I'm tired. Okay, what happened? Describe it.
Number 38 for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Just ran it in. I mean, it wasn't really that impressive.
Is he like a 5th string quarterback or running back or something like that? I don't know who that is.
That was actually really impressive. Never mind. He like helicoptered into the end zone.
Ooh.
It was actually kind of impressive. I'm not going to lie.
Out with a concussion for the next 2 months. Comes back in the AFC Championship and runs for 200 yards. I don't know who this guy is. But
that's a New England type of situation right there.
Right? It's probably going to happen. So that leads us to say that our first pick for Thursday Night Football with the Panthers and the Steelers was completely wrong because we both picked the Panthers. Picking Panthers of Peter Piper, Pickle Pepper. How's that go with all the P's?
Losing by almost 40. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're losing by 38 at this point, and it's kind of dumb. So, all right, well, I almost changed the pick right before the kickoff because all the analysts are like, oh, the Steelers at home in a primetime game, don't pick against them. And then I think they said that Luke Kuechly said before the game that they hadn't faced a team as good as Pittsburgh yet, and this is their first primetime game of the year in Week 10, which is kind of crazy for Carolina. They're like, oh, we haven't faced anybody this good yet. I'm like, now you're making me regret my pick. Do I want to change it? Yes, but I didn't. Because like I said, I didn't want to be a douche. And it's biting me in the butt because I could have saved 10 points. And I didn't. But, I mean, last week I got 10 points on you, though. We're neck and neck, which is kind of interesting because at this rate, those 4 games that you have over me might. Now, are we? Since I went 9-4, you're 8-5. We both have 6 winning weeks in a row. That's good. Go us. After our week 3 ties, are we gonna base the Cavs tickets on the actual record, like the ones I'm keeping track with, or the weekly pick'em points? Because that could be different based on the bonus points. Because I'm keeping track of the records, just like, okay, how do we actually pick better? But I think we said whoever finishes higher in the standings.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. Bonus points actually matter. Just like NASCAR. Bonus points matter. Playoff points. So, let's continue. Yeah, 78, 54, and 2 on the year. I'm doing okay. You're 82, 50, and 2. So, we are doing good.
Oh, yeah, the 2 ties.
Yeah, and those 2 ties. Yeah, my win percentage is 590. Yours is 619. So, we're neck and neck. 29 points apart. I'm going to go ahead and exit that out of here. Sunday night. I'm just kidding. We're not going to jump to Sunday night. We're going to jump to Sunday.
Gosh.
You have a personal shocker or something like that? Something vibrating?
No, it's the freaking fantasy football group chat again.
Oh. I can only imagine how toxic that is.
Oh, Sean's brother kills me every time. Jeff, oh my goodness. Because Big
call
Ben's
him out right now.
Like, what?
I said call him out right now.
No, he was telling somebody in the group chat, why didn't you start the rapist? And I'm like, oh. Oh,
okay.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh. I was like, dang. All right.
Demonetized.
Yeah, for real.
Except I'm not getting monetized, so YOLO. It's not going to get taken down. First game on Sunday. The third one is juicy because I think we're both going to be there. But the first one, the Lions at the Bears. And
Bears.
That's
all I got to say. Bears.
The Bears are playing pretty good, and the Lions aren't. The Lions are just laying an egg.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if it's disappointing or it's just completely exactly what I saw in week 4 of the preseason when Baker shredded their defense. But that's preseason, so Bears with user consensus of 94%. So easy one there. Another one, next one's pretty easy too. NFC Championship contender, the Saints are in Cincinnati to wallop on the Bengals, correct?
I believe so.
Yes. That's not a lock, but
my pick is who dat.
Are you really picking the Bengals?
No, who dat.
Oh, who
not
dat?
day.
Who dat? IGGY.
Sure.
Yeah, those chants for both teams are dumb. The Falcons, Cacaw, are in Cleveland against the Browns. Will the Falcons win? Maybe, but I'm going to be there, so I have the Browns.
Well, you're going to the game Sunday?
Yeah. I think I told you
Nice.
that a while ago. Cause,
You did?
yeah, because
I
Jared...
do not recall said event.
Oh, I said because Jared is going to be at the game holding the American flag.
Yeah,
for
that's
pregame.
right. That's right. Yep,
Yeah.
I remember now.
Are you going? I think you said
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you're not going to go? Oof. Man, I was looking forward to seeing you. I was gonna be like, "Yo, bro, look, I got a picture with Pumpkinhead. You jealous?"
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Actually, I'm still gonna do it. We're sitting like in his section, I think, or one over. I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna go get a picture." We'll be like, "Dude, Instagram fans." So
yeah, right.
For real. So 9% of people. I am one of those 9%. Not because I'm a Browns fan, but I'm gonna be there, and they haven't lost a game I've been to. That fact still rings true. 2-0 in the regular season, 1 in the womb, 1 in the preseason. They haven't lost when I've been at a Browns game or in their stadium. So, Browns are going to beat the Falcons at home, especially after last week's offense. Jaguars at the Colts.
So, can I just say not Blake Bortles for this game?
Yeah. Aren't they still starting Blake Bortles, or are they still starting Blake Bortles? Like,
I think Cody Kessler, time to shine.
He might as well. I mean, Andrew Luck really isn't. I think he's just by default the Colts are the less terrible team. So that's why I have the Colts. Because the Jaguars offense.
They have a quarterback.
They have a quarterback. That's the kicker. So, Colts easy. The next one is probably the biggest lock I've ever seen. Take it to the bank.
This is my lock. Yeah, take it to the bank.
Exactly. That's our phrase.
Guess what the point spread is on this game is? Guess what the point spread is?
Last I saw it was 16.5.
16.5. That's like college. That's like college.
The Chiefs are going to win by more than that. I'm going to say they're going to win.
Anything above 10 is straight disrespect to any NFL team, and that's just disrespectful.
That's true. I think they're going to win like 41, 42 to like 6. Only because the Chiefs don't score less than 5 touchdowns a game. And the Cardinals fail to score 5 points a game.
If I were to predict the score, I would say 45-3.
45-3. All right. We'll mark that down nowhere. The
Steelers are putting in Josh Dobbs. Oh, jeez. Milk dud.
Dobbs.
Hugh Jackson. Looks like Hugh Jackson.
Poor guy.
Anyway.
Shots fired.
Jets, Jets versus Bills Mafia.
Exactly. And
who's even playing for the Jets? Who's even starting?
That was why I had the Bills at first. But the Bills are terrible, so I'm taking the Jets by default because this game is a joke.
This is a joke. Anyway, they're either going to start Peterman, which yeah. Josh Allen, which actually isn't. I mean, he isn't terrible yet.
I mean, he's basically just a skinny
Anderson, who was golfing a month ago.
Yeah. Team news on the Jets. Darnold on Monday said, "I played stupid football versus the Dolphins." Yeah. Done.
You see some of those picks though? Oh my word.
He just lobbed him up. Just here, you can have it. Like that's literally what he did. I don't even know who their quarterback is, and it's gonna be. I think you said Josh McCown maybe, and if he went back there, I don't know. But I have the Jets.
Okay. Alex Smith versus Fitzmagic.
Ooh, I think it's the Redskins just because Ryan Fitzpatrick is. He only gets like 5 good games a year, and he's used 4 of them. So he's saving one for like December.
Save the best for last, I suppose.
Yeah, I have the Redskins.
All right. The Patriots versus the Titans.
You're taking Fitzmagic.
Disciple versus Belichick. What?
You're taking Fitzmagic?
No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
I was just checking, man.
Sorry, before I was so rudely interrupted.
Hey, I just wanted to check to make sure that we're both going to lose, like, one of these games together.
We're both going to lose. Anyway, Belichick versus a Disciple. So you already know where I'm picking.
Yep. Disciple.
Yep, let's just keep going.
All right.
Chargers at Raiders. Yep,
so-
John Gruden sucks. He's the worst head coach in NFL history. At
So
me.
we both have the Patriots. We both have the Chargers, just like everybody else on the planet.
Packers Dolphins. I mean, like
LeBron Rogers.
the Brocket chip.
Brocket
Should I get on the Brocket ship?
Brocktober's over, man.
That's true. It is November.
Yeah, we got to go with
So yeah, we're gonna go with the GOAT.
LeBron Rogers in November, man. You can't bet against him.
Oh man,
Definitely
that
the
video is
Packers.
hilarious.
LeBron Rogers. Yeah. We forgot to mention the Greek god of gunslinging, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, the Greek. Oh man, that's funny. Anyway,
That's my
Seahawks at
favorite thing ever.
Rams. Yep,
The dead Hawks at the Rams.
you already know.
Yep.
I mean, you already know.
Ram Nation.
Yep.
They're gonna get rammed.
Eagles, Cowboys.
Ooh. The Cowboys
How
are
about them,
starting to lay some eggs. How about them cowgirls?
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah. And the Eagles are at home, so that's almost like a guaranteed win against the Cowboys. So go
And
Eagles.
then,
Flag
oh
of
wow, this game on Monday Night Football is a real looker, man.
Yeah. This is
Ugh.
what the one guy calls the Tank Bowl.
Yeah, Tank Bowl 4.
Tank Bowl 4. It's the Giants at the 49ers.
You have the greatest 49ers quarterback of all time,
Yeah. What's his name again?
Nick Mullins.
Nick Mullins.
Well, actually, if you've been listening to Cleveland Browns Daily, which I do every day, Nathan Zagura called him Chris Mullins, like the basketball player from many moons ago.
Wow. That's funny.
So Pittsburgh's playing for the first time tonight with 9:34 to go in the first quarter. I hate Pittsburgh.
Jeez, I mean, nobody loves Pittsburgh. But seemingly there's millions of Pittsburgh fans that are PlayStation people. Like, I see so many, like, Steelers fan 9,318. Like, did Steelers fan 1 through 9,317 get taken? Like, why are you, like, flaunting? Like, Steelers fans are like homosexuals. They just flaunt it, like saying, they go out like, hey, look at me. I'm a Steelers fan. Are you not a Steelers fan?
Did you really just go?
Shots fired, man. Hey,
gosh.
I'm just saying it's true.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You know it's true. I don't shy away from the truth.
Well, if anybody else listening this far,
Just dropping bombs in here, man.
like if anybody else is listening,
Yeah, all 4
Sean.
people. Woo-hoo. Yeah, Sean.
every single time, the Browns went 0-16. Shut up.
The Steelers have a losing record against the Browns overall. Actually, let me double check that. I just want to fact check really quick.
Yeah. While our really good researching team does that.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. All times. Okay, well. Okay, they have it so. They have it so split up. I don't even. Okay, all-time series. Okay, it's only 15 games in the favor of the Steelers out of 134. So it's
Okay,
actually
so
pretty
are the
close.
picks complete? Are we done?
I think we have nailed them all. Are we pretty much agreeing on everything?
We agreed on literally every single pick because
All right.
there are no good games this week. Not
That's
a single
true.
one.
We picked the Panthers and lost.
Yeah,
Bears.
that was the only good game this week, and it's
It's a dud.
yeah,
Watch the Browns Falcons game be just a banger.
shootout.
It's going to be lit. Matty Ice and Baker touchdown maker.
Baker touchdown maker.
Baker the
All right, I'm
touchdown
gonna-
maker. So
Let me just say this real quick. I want to put this on the airwaves. Baker Mayfield's going to throw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks.
300. Ooh.
Mm.
How many rushing
I'll take him,
touchdowns
all right?
though?
What?
Kitchens has said that he's going to use Duke and Chubb a lot. So the Browns are going to score like 40 points this week.
He's catching at least 2 of those touchdowns.
Okay, so he's going to catch 2, run for 1. Chubb's going to have at least 1 and probably 80 yards rushing.
Juice is going to go off this game too. He's going to have 100 plus receiving.
150.
Ooh. All right, I like it.
You're like, So, and then when we're completely wrong and they lose like 20-6, we're like, boy.
Oh well.
We're like, we're gonna go home and cry.
Yeah.
So, all right. That's our abbreviated version of the podcast because we are tired and we're gonna get off before technology really bites us in the butt. So, enjoy those picks. Enjoy your weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't plan out? 2 weeks is Thanksgiving. So, yeah, we're going to swap out in 3 weeks. We'll be back. We're going to take, this is going to be our bye.
Yeah, we're taking a bye week.
Yeah, we're taking a bye. 2 weeks off. We'll see you at the end of the month. We could make this a monthly thing after football. That way so we don't have to stress it. You know, we'll do what we want. Random times. We'll surprise you.
Yeah.
It'll be like, we feel like doing a podcast this week, but we just did it 2 days ago. We're doing it again. Just stockpile podcasts.
Yeah. Like the Browns stockpile picks.
Ooh. That's a good one. And then we trade them all away and sell out.
Oof.
But then we make money. So,
We draft all 5th-round players and wonder why we suck. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how it always is. It's true. So, all right. We will see you guys in 3 weeks in the next episode. Peace.
Peace.